Hey everyone! Welcome back to Daily English Conversations, your favorite corner to polish your English and sound confident everywhere you go. I'm Jake, your host and English coach, and today we're diving deep into something essential for anyone who works in a professional setting.
And I'm Melissa. Thanks for joining us again. I can't wait for this one, Jake, because honestly, business English can feel like a different language sometimes.
Exactly! Even advanced learners often tell me, Jake, I can handle small talk, but once I step into a meeting or pick up a business call, my brain freezes.
I've been there. You want to sound professional, not robotic. And that balance is tricky.
That's what today's episode is all about, finding that balance. We'll explore how to navigate conversations in the office, handle phone calls like a pro, and communicate naturally in business situations.
And don't worry, we'll include practical expressions, tone tips, and even some fun challenges along the way.
Absolutely. So grab your notebook, or if you're on your commute, just relax and listen carefully. You're about to boost your professional English to the next level.
Come with us.
So, Melissa, let's start simple. What makes business English different from regular English?
Good question. I'd say it's not just about vocabulary, right? It's more about tone, precision, and clarity.
Exactly. Business English isn't about sounding fancy, it's about being effective. For example, saying, could you please clarify that point? Instead of, what do you mean? It's the same message, but one sounds professional, the other a little too casual for a meeting.
Right. And also, in business, you often have to disagree politely. That's a huge skill.
Yes, like instead of saying, I don't agree, you might say, I see your point, but I have a slightly different perspective.
That's such a diplomatic way to disagree. You're still confident, but not confrontational.
Exactly. So today we'll explore three main areas: one, conversations at the office, small talk, meetings, teamwork; two, conversations on business calls, clarity, tone, structure; three, conversations in formal contexts like presentations or negotiations.
Sounds like a full package. Let's get started with the first one, office talk.
Okay. Office English is full of subtle phrases that make you sound approachable yet professional. Let's start with small talk.
Oh, yes. The famous how's it going moment at the coffee machine.
Exactly. Business small talk sets the tone for collaboration. For example, hey, how's your morning going so far? Pretty good, just finishing up some reports. How about you?
Simple but natural. You're connecting on a human level.
Right? And in meetings, you'll often hear phrases like, let's get started, shall we? Before we move on, I'd like to highlight one point. Could we circle back to that later?
Circle back is one of those business phrases that confused me for years.
You're not alone. Circle back just means return to that topic later. So instead of repeating the whole thing, you sound organized and fluent.
Got it. Any other office power phrases?
Sure, try using let's touch base next week. Let's have a quick update. Keep me in the loop. Keep me informed. We're on the same page. We agree.
Oh, those are gold. They sound natural, not forced.
Exactly. And that's the secret to C2 level communication, sounding effortlessly professional.
What about giving feedback? That's tricky, right?
Absolutely. Feedback is all about tone. Instead of saying, this report isn't clear, try, this report is strong overall, but maybe we can make the data section clearer.
That's so much better. You sound encouraging and still professional.
Exactly. In English business culture, diplomacy is a superpower,
Now, calls. The scary part.
right? Many learners fear calls because they lose visual cues, but with structure, you'll feel in control.
What's the first thing to focus on?
Clarity. Always identify yourself and your purpose. For example, good morning, this is Jake from Horizon Consulting. I'm calling to discuss the project update.
That's clear and direct.
Yes. And remember, business calls have phases: greeting, purpose, discussion, and closure. So instead of just hanging up, you say, thanks for your time today. I'll send you the follow up email shortly.
Professional and polite.
Exactly. And there are magic phrases to handle issues like poor connection or misunderstanding. Sorry, could you repeat that? I'm afraid the line is breaking up. Let me make sure I understood correctly.
I love that last one. It buys you time to think.
Totally. It's a strategic pause while keeping the conversation smooth.
What about tone?
Great question. On calls, your voice is your body language. Smile while talking. It really changes your tone.
That's so true. You can hear someone smile.
Exactly. And for closing a call professionally, I think that covers everything for today. Let's touch base again next week. Thanks again for your input. It's been really helpful.
These sound natural but polished.
Now, let's tackle meetings and negotiations, the real test of fluency.
Okay, bring it on.
First rule, structure your speech. When presenting an idea, use signposting phrases like, first of all, moving on to wrap up.
That makes your message easier to follow.
Exactly. And when you need to persuade, use softeners. Instead of saying, we must change this, say, I strongly suggest we consider adjusting this.
Ah, it's assertive but polite.
Yes. Another tip, repeat key information using slightly different words. It reinforces your point without sounding repetitive.
So, like, this will improve efficiency. In other words, it'll save us time.
Perfect example. You sound confident and clear.
And what about when someone interrupts you in a meeting?
It happens to everyone. You can say, just a moment, please. Let me finish my point. I'll come to that in a second.
Nice. It's polite but firm.
Exactly. Being polite doesn't mean being passive.
Move on.
Okay, listeners, time for a quick challenge. I'll describe a business situation and you'll think of the most natural response. Ready?
Here we go.
You're late to a meeting. What do you say? Answer, sorry for the delay. There was unexpected traffic. Thanks for waiting. Next, you didn't understand a question during a presentation? Answer, I'm sorry. Could you please rephrase that? Last one, your colleague proposes an idea you don't agree with. Answer, I see where you're coming from, but I'd like to offer a different point of view.
Perfect. That's Diplomacy 101.
Let's recap, shall we? Use soft language to sound diplomatic. Keep your tone clear and confident, especially on calls. Learn key phrases for meetings and teamwork. And most importantly, practice.
Yes, practice until these expressions roll off your tongue naturally.
Exactly. Business English is about consistency. Every conversation is an opportunity to refine your communication.
All right, everyone, that's all for today's episode. Thank you so much for listening.
We hope you found it helpful and that you'll use some of these expressions at work this week.
And don't forget, if you enjoyed this lesson, follow our podcast and share it with a friend or coworker who's also improving their English.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive episode. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep communicating with confidence. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Take care and see you in the next one.